Okay, a little bit of housekeeping to get you guys caught up. I did a little running around after I played last night. I picked up the Chloranthy ring. I farmed up enough souls to get my attunement up one more to be able to hold 2 slots, and then my intelligence up to 15, which allows me to use Great Magic Weapon. And I took the standard dagger up to Divine in preparation for the Nito fight later. I think that's about it, other than I put on some fancy gold gloves. And I realized I had somehow accidentally changed my mask up at some point, so I put my COVID-approved mask back on. I also made some art up there. I dropped about everything except what I'm using in my dagger selection. So headed down to Four Kings now. I don't know exactly how that fight will go. I don't anticipate it being too difficult. DPS wise, I think I'll be able to do enough damage to take them out and not have to deal with multiple kings. But I don't think it'll be easy to do that without using Power Within, which I'm gonna try to not use it first. I'm gonna go with just my buffs. But if I have trouble, I'll back it up. Try a different tactic. So I'm taking advantage of a little bit of free time again. Our little foster daughter is with her potential adoptive parents. I'm not going to get too deep into all that again, but we've had her. She's lived with us for almost a year now, and the entire time the plan has been for her to be adopted. I should say our plan and the potential adoptive family's plan, not necessarily the system's plan, but now it's looking like it's going towards that officially, and we're just waiting on all the nonsense, the system slowness, and the courts and everything to get on the same page with what needs to be done. So, but I guess it's a complicated situation. They live in a different state, and they still try to see her like at least one weekend out of every month. So she's with him until later today, and my wife made lunch plans with a friend of hers, so I decided to jump back in and continue on. I'm going to be out of town for a little while coming up soon, so I'd love to finish this up and get ready for the next series after I get back. And I'm not sure if that'll be Dark Souls 2 or if it will be Bloodborne. It all depends on when and if my PS5 that I ordered comes in. So either way, I'm pretty excited. All right, let's take a breath. Remember how this fight goes. The only plan I have for their magic attacks, since I'm not using a shield, is just gonna have to be to stick close. The homing magic attack. I'm just gonna attempt to stick as close as I can to them and let it rotate around me as I dodge their attacks, and also try to get enough DPS in to not get multiple kings on me. So, as always, if they do their magic attacks, it's gonna get hairy, and it's gonna be even more hairy not being able to just shield up. So we'll see how it goes. I've never done this fight without a shield at all. I usually only use a shield to block that one magic attack, but man, it's useful. So let's see how this goes. I think one-handed's gonna be better, just because of I think it's slightly faster one-handed. Such a cool boss fight. Such a simple concept. The pure darkness, but the loss of spatial awareness is so powerful in the uh-oh. And there we go. Okay. So not great RNG. But if you stick close enough, just gonna kind of tank through and try to stay close to him. Uh-oh. Alright, so now I've got 2 kings. I'm not buffed. This is not a good sign. Not a good start. Uh-oh. Okay. If I pull this out, it's gonna be a miracle. Gotta tank a hit. Get buffed. There's no way I'm doing it if I'm not buffed. Try to buff up again. Uh-oh, I am buffed. Let's just go for it. Oh man. That was almost really bad. I think somehow going for it. Greed. Sometimes greed pays off. I'd already accepted my failure there at the end. I thought I was gonna blow it. I always love when I catch myself with a big goofy grin on my face after a fight. I realize I'm just sitting here with like a full face grin. I did it after the ONS fight too, and I have no idea how many hours I have in these games, but to date, I think the Dark Souls games would, especially this one, it's induced the most big goofy grins on my face, so it's what I'm here for. Oh, that's cool. Now I'm gonna have to. Now I want to fight the 4 kings like this. Oh, check this out. So it's actually just a giant room. The floating bonfire. I guess it's not floating. I guess there's just a floor down beneath of some sort. Very cool. Okay, sorry. I'm probably going to do a little short tutorial on how to set up reshade because I love it. This is just as far as the normal effects. So this is off and this is on. I use it on almost every game just to make it a little more vivid, a little extra color. But then those the different effects you can use, very cool as well.
But your project the dark, your and so thus, however, Lord Gwyn clinging to him, and the Dark Lord, Lord Gwyn, by sacrificing himself. Very.
I choose yes. I think I said it in another video, but I actually was waiting for K or Kother. I'm not sure how you say it, but mainly because I wanted the dark can. Then I got lucky and picked up the dark can from one of the dark raids in New Londo.
This is it now.
But I prefer him over Fremd, I guess. Why not have two? Dual dark hand build.
Farewell.
And if I get up enough humanity, I may come back and get the Dark Wraith armor from him. Even though I don't really have any plans, this armor set's pretty much been good to me so far, so I don't think I'm going to switch it up too much. Okay. Decisions. So I'm thinking either Nito next. Yeah, Nito Seethe in the Bed of Chaos in the DLC. To be honest, we're at the point of the game where all my favorite areas are kind of behind us. My favorite part of the game is the first half, where you can't warp. You've got to run everywhere. You have to go down into Blighttown and climb back up, and it's that feeling of being kind of deserted or stuck somewhere, and you know that the trek out is going to be treacherous. That's all the best parts of this game to me. As soon as you can get to warp, obviously it's convenient, and if you're speedrunning or whatever, or if you're just trying to it's nice to do the sins skip and get the warp in early, but as soon as you get the ability to warp, it takes away a little bit of the magic of this game to me. And I think it's one of the reasons that this game is above the other games in the series, because it forces you to live in the world, and actually you feel a part of Lorgen, of the world that they've built, when you have to traverse it and you can't just pop around. So I'll probably speed up a little bit from here. Let's start that now. I'm thinking Catacombs first. I wouldn't mind having some form of light source though. Oh, I do have cast light. Yeah, I'm good to go. I don't have to have a light source, but I think it would probably be more interesting to watch if you can see. I'm about to kiss this lady though. You come here. I want to kiss between the flower pots. That was such a powerful kiss that we smashed those things. is going to be a little too time consuming, but uh-oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I'm pretty sure you can get like, I think several humanities this way from her. I want to say 7 or 8, so it's my humanity count up in the top left is going to go up once each time I do this. That's the reason I'm doing this. I'm not just being funny. So I'm going to get as many as I can from her this way. And then probably go ahead and put her out of her misery. I feel a little bad. I got a big heart. I don't like being a mean NPC. I honestly usually don't do stuff like this. If I'm playing by myself, or if I don't have the goal is outweighing my my feelings about abusing characters right now, because I want to get a ton of humanity, and I think she has the most of any NPC in the game. Yeah, see, we're still going up. 9. I'm thinking 1 or 2 more and she'll be emptied out. But then this is such a brutal mechanic as well. I mean, it's so Dark Souls. They give you this hand that's strong attack, grabs NPCs and sucks the humanity out of them. And the only way to obtain it is either get lucky on a drop or to kill 4 kings without talking to the giant snake that pops up in your hub world, which no one would do. No one, I mean, obviously someone did, and now it's common knowledge, but why would you not investigate the giant, ugly snake thing that pops up right beside your, like, base bonfire? Okay, so she's cleaned out now. It's just, there's so many things in this game that
Are you a heretic?
are so, so 7 plus whatever she just gave me. There's so many things in this game that just, you know, you'd love to I'd love to have been in the room and been able to spoke Japanese when they came up with some of the ideas. It's got to be the most fun. I mean, the people who made these games, they had to have the most fun, because as serious and intense as they are, there's so many things that are, you know, almost comically brutal or dark, and some of the boss designs and stuff. I mean, it's just it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay. Where did I say I was gonna go now? So let's do Nito. That sounds like a good time.
You sorry fool.
Where it at least
You
sounds
could not be
productive.
the chosen one.
And I thought very seriously. Let's go ahead and put on. I'm gonna go Divine Dagger on that side, and then looks good. Oh, I need my catalyst there. I thought about really trying to explore the catacombs. I don't do it too much. It's too easy to sprint through. But in the interest of time, I think I'm just gonna do a boss rush. It would be fun, but I feel like if I start if I start a full exploration, or if I start a full clearing, this area is pretty big, and I can still get lost in it, and it's very easy to... Let's see what this... Okay, not great damage, but I think it's absolutely going to serve me well down here. Yeah, I just think I'll get... I'll probably get too wrapped up in trying to clear it if I start, and I think the time that I'll almost certainly end up spending will not be worth it. And I guess mostly just because I probably don't enjoy clearing this area as much as some of the others. I think it's a cool area. It's just like everything else. It's an insanely well designed level, but I don't ever remember that guy being on this, up on this platform. I'm sure he is. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. I'm tempted to use something really weak, just in case anyone has never seen the phase of Pinwheel where about 6 or 8 copies of him show up. Because if you have never tried to run here straight from the beginning of the game and fight Pinwheel with a starting weapon, you should try it sometime, because it'll give you it'll give you a new respect for him. He is obviously a very weak boss with not a lot of HP, but with a base weapon, unleveled, it is extremely difficult and actually a pretty fun fight. I'm at least gonna fight him with this Divine Dagger. It doesn't do quite as much damage. There is a point, and I think it's just a time thing. There is a point at which he spawns. Okay, I guess that's it. He spawns many copies. For some reason, they just seem to not be doing anything. So that was kind of defeated the purpose when he spawns everything, and then. But I've done that before, where he spawns everything, and it seems like every one of them were timed up and shooting fireballs at me, and like I think I had. Ran immediately down here from as soon as I got out of the asylum, so I had like no health and was doing no damage. But I tried it multiple times. It was very, very difficult. Okay, so first order of business is at least to Okay, I think I'm gonna cheat. I'm either gonna have to cheat or turn my brightness up. Just to make, I just want to get a layout. Actually, this might be interesting. Kind of neat to actually see what the place looks like. That's very cool. So that's the little room that goes down to where the pit of skeletons is, I think. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I think I will go. Alright, I'm gonna be legit, but I am gonna use cast light. And I think I'm just gonna go straight for Nito. I got lucky right there. If that last fireball would have hit me, I think I would have been dead. Okay. So I need to take out the skellies. Let's take off the Artorias ring. It's doing absolutely nothing right now. I think. Actually, I think some poise is going to be my best bet against the skeletons. And then we'll stick with the Chloranthy. Skellies out with the, take the Skellies out with the Divine Dagger. Swap, buff. Easy peasy. I think I'll go ahead and heal up when I hit the ground again. One backstab. Two backstabs. One smash, but I need to, alright, 3 backstabs. Now if I can heal up. Uh-oh. That was, much closer than it should have been. Buff up. Alright, I'm not in a great place because as soon as he does this right here, I'm stuck. Okay. Very good RNG so far on his moveset. This is the one thing, I'm just going to tank it. I knew if he kept blasting me with AoEs, and I couldn't get away, that I would run out of Estus. So, got pretty lucky right there. He was friendly to me. Okay, I think next time I'll do Izalith, and then I'll take out Gwendolyn and Duke's Archives. I'll try to get all that in one video, if at all possible. And then that will only leave the DLC and the finale of Gwen. So I'm thinking 2 or 3 more episodes to wrap it up. Of course, that all depends on if I can still get really stuck on anything, Bed of Chaos, or definitely one of the DLC bosses. I do feel like the DLC bosses are going to be extremely tough because the damage that I'm putting out right now is going to be the same thing that I have going in against Artorias and Manus. And the Four Kings was not super easy DPS wise, and also Artorias and Manus are both resistant to all elements as far as I know, so the buffs are not going to do a lot of extra work on them. So they're probably going to be battles of attrition. It's probably going to be an endurance fight. It's going to take a while, so I could have some real issues with those, but either way, I think we're not too far away from wrapping this up. I'm excited to get into the DLC. I really enjoy those boss fights, and it's going to be fun seeing how they work with this setup with a dagger. So until next time, guys.